through.
Might be right. Well, pompey2, one of their big talents. Big question marks over how much longer he'll be at Bournemouth. He doesn't want to sign a new deal. His current one runs out at the end of the season. Wants to play in the Championship. There might just be a few takers.
It's a difficult one for a manager. Do you play him if he wants to go?
Francis again. Still he manages to get something out of the situation.
Next best thing, you don't get it in the box, you get a corner.
Maddison very vocal in the Bournemouth camp, getting the message across. Anderson able to take.
You want to keep it away from the goalkeeper. Anywhere but in his arms or anywhere near him.
Here's Dumbaya. Clifford. Walker's got a bit of room to work with if he can take it down. But who's there? Simon Francis. He's not done a great deal wrong tonight, has he?
He certainly hasn't. It's all about positional sense. He's got that spot on there.
Well, still pompey2 waits for his chance, but now it's going to come. And it's going to be Fogden who is going to be withdrawn. Well, his willingness and desire is an example to anybody. His luck in front of goal has not held good tonight.
No, but he still gets in the positions to give himself a chance to score. That's the important thing. It's easy when you don't score to just hang out a little bit, but he refuses to do that.
Well, another night he may well be hunting a hat-trick or even have one by now.
I'll tell you what, we've seen 4 cracking goals. Will we see one to maybe win it for either of these two teams?
Hughes. Arta. Offside.
Not like McDonald. He looked across the line.
Well, we've had so much drama, particularly in this second 45. Is there to be another moment of magic, another moment of chaos in front of goal that leads to something? Or a moment of brilliance like the one we saw from Brian Howard. Walker goes down under the challenge from Hughes. He's
Hughes has got to be
a fine line.
Yeah, he is. And that one that he didn't get the yellow card for, that clearly was his next one, maybe his last one.
There's some words for Harry Arter there as well.
So he just clip him.
Thanks for Harry Arter in a week when he's been warned about his discipline by Paul Groves.
Well, who's your money on to take this? A sweet left foot of the captains.
Well, Howard's got a taste for it. Can he produce with the dead ball? Always behind it, Schwangela.
Yeah, it's the target. It's no more than that.
Oh, and Connor Clifford determined to get there, whatever the outcome.
Fresh legs, trying to nick it.
Well, mentioned that Richard Hughes might be walking the line. Only his second game since his comeback out of retirement. One former Portsmouth man. being replaced by another. Good reception, good servant to Pompey. 9 years at Fratton Park, having joined them from Bournemouth in the first place. Will it yet be a happy return for him?
I seem to be giving a little bit of advice to Partington there.
Back where it all began. Joe Partington, born in Portsmouth and was here as a schoolboy for 5 years. Cook. Partington involved. It's a straight swap. He has generally played in that position just in front of the back four this season. Francis. Grabban. Oh, they've got to defend it right. Oh, and Barnard cannot take the opportunity.
Well, just when you thought nothing else could happen, it does. An absolute howler. Grabban does the right thing, plays it early, and you think, well, goal, 3-2. Just don't try and put too much on it. You expect somebody of his experience to put that in there. Aye, keeper does well, give him credit. Made it more difficult, but you still expect a striker of his quality just to maybe dink it or take the pace off it.
But another to add to the catalogue of missed opportunities for Bournemouth. And given his status as a Southampton player, Pompey supporters with extra reason to enjoy that moment.
Yes, they enjoyed that moment. It was a moment that could have won the game, should possibly have won the game.
They've had plenty of moments like that. Four added minutes. What can happen in 4 minutes? Given the way this game has swung, don't rule anything out. It's Pugh. Partington. With those two on the field, it has more of a feel of full first choice Bournemouth side. Hughes dug it out again, but Pompey head will see it safely back to Anderson. He's had his moments of panic tonight, but he might just end up being the hero at the end of it.
Somebody's got to be one, haven't they?
Walker, neatly done. Oh, and Rodgers! Well, Walker carving out the chance.
Flag went up anyway, so immaterial, but what a ball, what a delivery this was from Walker. Just lifts it, look. It's a bit tight, that is. Just gets it all wrong anyway.
He's been playing in the Spanish third tier before now. Walker. Here he is again. Manchester United invited him for a trial as a teenager.
You saw that flash of ability there. Why?
Grabban. Walker to win it back, and he's fouled by Simon Francis. Maybe Walker's presence has led to them handling him a little better when he has got forward. Under a little more pressure in a crossing position. Here's Grabban.
Sloppy.
Francis, Arter. There won't be many more chances. Gumbaya up. Cook. Out to Francis again. Arter for Francis. Tommy Elphick. Grabber. Oh, he's got away from Williamson. Oh, and Howard mops up, but it's not fully away yet. Now it is, thanks to Connor Clifford.
They call that last-ditch defending, don't they? They've done quite a bit of that in the second half.
Well, John Harley with the most notable example when he ended it up in the net, and thankfully from a Portsmouth point of view at least, the ball didn't. Russell, Harley, Howard. Walker. Oh. And will they be punished for that little bit of looseness? It's Arter. Oh, surely for Pugh. And Arter! Well, how many more opportunities can they miss?
Paul Groves is stood on that touchline, cannot believe it. I'm not surprised. Again, look at the space, the time they've got. Played in there, doesn't get all of that. It's a decent block and then comes out, just hit the target. There, good block, one touch. Just try and work the keeper. If he parries it, fine. Just hit the target.
Well, will he live to rue a host of missed opportunities? Because it's the lottery of penalties. Bournemouth twice in front, courtesy of Sean McDonald. Rodgers equalised in the first half, but a captain's example, a brilliant strike from the edge of the box just seconds after Bournemouth had hit the post. They've secured a second chance here for Portsmouth in the shootout. After 90 minutes, it finishes Portsmouth 2, Bournemouth 2. Penalties to come.
What a game. What a goal from him in the first half. The goals from Sean McDonald and then Brian Howard in the second half. Twice Bournemouth led, twice Portsmouth pegged them back. And as it was on the first day of the season in the league, it's all square. But the difference is this time we are heading to penalties. Lee Bradbury is alongside me. We've seen some quality football, haven't we, tonight? We have. It's been a fantastic game and a great advert for the cup. And you know, there's been enough chances to win 2 games probably just from Bournemouth alone. And for the neutral, it's a fantastic game. But for the fans supporting their teams here tonight, it would have been. How good a night did Simon Francis have? He's been very good tonight, Simon Francis. He showed what he's capable of. He does that consistently, to be fair. He's got a good engine, gets up and down, and can put a good cross in the box. And Luke Rodgers, he kept the Bournemouth defence on their toes throughout, didn't he? He did. He worked so hard, and he deserved his goal tonight. He worked so hard for the team, and a good finish there. And it's all about the first touch for you and the finish combined. Yeah, a well-worked corner there, a fantastic touch and a great finish by Sean McDonald. Well, that was Fogden missing just seconds before this happened. And Brian Howard, he led from the front, didn't he, today? He did. He was a fantastic example out there as a captain tonight, and just used the defender there to curl the ball round him and give Schwangelo no chances. A great finish by Howard there. Given, we'll look back at these in a short while, all those opportunities that Bournemouth had to win this game. Who then has the edge going to a penalty shootout? Well, I think it'd be in the back of Bournemouth's mind that, you know, it's just not going to be their night with the amount of chances they've missed. You know, but on the positive spin of that, they've created a lot of chances. So on another night, they could have won the game quite convincingly. But having said that, Portsmouth have created chances too. Bournemouth already have lost out in a shootout this season in the League Cup. Whatever the scenario, there's always a huge amount of pressure on the players. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you know, some of these players wouldn't have been in this situation before. At Bournemouth, we had it in the playoffs not too long ago, and I think it's just got to be one of those things where you pick your spot in your mind, you don't change your mind, and you just stay with it and be confident with it. Oh, and whatever happens tonight, given neither of these teams have managed to put a win together, has it been a victory for both of them in terms of positive football? Yeah, I think both managers will go in happy. Obviously, Paul Groves would be disappointed that his team's created that many chances and not managed to put them away, but on a positive spin, they've created them, and I think both teams have made a good account of themselves tonight. We talk about England practicing penalties. When you were in charge of Bournemouth, was it something you practiced that often? Yeah, they would do. Like yesterday, I'm sure that both teams would have practiced the penalties, and the penalty takers would have been selected if still on the pitch. But there's been obviously substitutions tonight, and it might be up to somebody else to step up and take it. It's going to be Bournemouth to go first, and they will be trying to convert their first penalty in front of the fans who've made their way the short 50 miles along the south coast here to Portsmouth. Both the keepers shaking hands before we get underway. A penalty shootout then to decide who goes through to round 2 of the Johnson's Pain Trophy. It's been a thrilling encounter so far. Penalty shootouts always bring plenty of excitement. Can it match what we've seen so far? One would think so. Who will be heading through to the second round? Let's find out in the company once again of our commentators Gary Birtles and Daniel Mann.
Well, shootouts have loomed large in Bournemouth's history recently. That heartache at Huddersfield in the playoff semi-finals, which Lee will know all about. Another Lee is going to get the ball rolling. Lee Barnard, who's had his chances in the 90 minutes in his short cameo. Can the man on loan from Southampton stand up to the pressure here at Fratton Park? No is the answer.
Well, should have won the game in normal time for his team. Cracking opportunity. Goes out there bravely to take the first penalty. Not a good one. Comfortable save for Anderson. Guesses the right way, but that's right down the middle. That's easy for Anderson.
Well, it's not been his night. It's not been Bournemouth's night in front of goal.
Well, it's been his night so far, hasn't it? It's been an absolute beauty.
Well, can that left foot be trusty again? Yes, it can. And Portsmouth have the advantage.
Well, that is how you take a penalty. He's doing an Andy Murray. He's a cracking pen. Makes his mind up right in the bottom corner. Takes a bit of that side netting.
Job done for the skipper. Now it's up to Harry Arter.
Oh, this is a long run-up. Well, it is a long run-up.
But he finds the target, and Bournemouth off the mark.
I admire that quality. Saw his teammate missed the first one. Big pressure on him to get one on the board, and he certainly did that.
He might not have faced so many left-footers in a shootout before. Shwan Jalal, Howard won, and here's Walker.
Short run-up.
But no difference. What a quality penalty that is.
Fantastic.
Takes bravery to go high, and he's got plenty of that.
That is bravery. People say he might get lucky there, but I think he's meant that. Roof of the net. Take the keeper out of the equation.
Well, Bournemouth playing catch-up. Steve Cook. That'll do.
Yeah, just hit it as hard as you can. Sent the keeper the wrong way. That was the thing with Barnard's penalty. Wasn't it hard enough? Too close to the keeper. That's the difference at the moment. That one penalty.
Ashley Harris. Favourite here. Taking pressure on his young shoulders. And he is up to that.
Love to see that. Young lad knew the pressure, wanted part of that pressure, tucks it away beautifully. Bottom corner. Never a doubt in his mind that was going to finish up in that bottom corner.
So Lewis Graham. Finds the net too. Anderson guessing right.
Well, apart from the first one, they've all been absolute stunners, haven't they? It certainly looks like they've been practicing the penalties. Well, he doesn't deserve to miss, does he? The way he's played this evening has been perpetual motion.
His contribution to the Pompey cause tonight has been immense. Can they maintain their perfect record in the shootout? Yep. Well, Jalal got close.
I think he's got fingertips to that. Enough pace on it. He knows how close to saving this. Slight fingertip there. There's too much pace for him.
Well, it's a pressure penalty for Mark Pugh, who missed in the Capital One Cup at Oxford earlier this season. Has to score. And he hasn't scored! And Portsmouth are on their way. They'll remember the first time in the Johnstone's Paint Trophy. And this victory tonight could be just the lift they need. They had some really worrying moments as Bournemouth had chance after chance after chance, but they stuck in there and they have got their reward.
Yeah, and how much of a lift will that be? Not just to the fans, but the players. Will that belief start flowing through their veins? You just had the feeling after all the chances Bournemouth missed, they were going to get beaten that penalty shootout. Well, 8 out of the 10 pens, fabulous. 2, not so good. Not so good.
Well, it's familiar penalty purgatory for Pugh. And Sean MacDonald, who contributed so much to contrasting goals, but goals of quality. Anderson, a hero with the save from Lee Barnard, however weakly the taken the penalty might have been. And Brian Howard, the man of the match, who scored that stunning goal, is with Jonathan Oakes.
Brian, a great game to watch. What was it like to play in?
We didn't start great, but we showed great character, stuck in there all night, even when we had to put midfielders at the back. But it's just good to get our first result. You know, everyone knows about what's going on at their club, but it's good to get a win. You know, it doesn't matter how we got it, but we got our first win now. So now we kick on to Sunday, you know, back on the box again with you guys, and we look to move on and press our league form now.
And the drama of a penalty shootout, have you been practising penalties?
I did yesterday, yeah, but only because I was a penalty taker, but I'm not sure anyone else did. But you know, every single penalty was top class, and then Big Mick in goal, you know, done the business at the other end, so there's quality from all the lads.
Luke, you scored Portsmouth goal just before half-time. What is it like to be here in front of these fans and get your goal in Fratton Park?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Look at them, they're just class. It's brilliant, mate. It's my first goal at home as well. I scored away, but it's always nice to get your first one at home. And it's a much-needed win with everything that's going on in the background, all the distractions. I think this is what the club needs. Just a win. We're through to the next round now, and I'm buzzing, man.
You spent time playing for New York Red Bulls and a period in Norway as well. I mean, do you think you're here to stay now?
Yeah, I love it, mate. It's just fans are brilliant, the lads are class, and I think you know, look, we can all step forward now. We've got a win at home, much needed win, and I think we can get the ball rolling again now.
Brian, talk us through your goal.
He's saying he slipped me in and made it easy for me, but no, I just wanted to get it on my left foot, and then you know, I was practicing them yesterday in training, managed to get it right in the corner and tuck it in, so you know, it was a bit special.
And the penalty, what's going through your mind when you step up to take a penalty in a penalty shootout?
I can't tell you that, otherwise goalie next time will be knowing what I'm doing.
What about you, Luke? What were you thinking when you were stepping up?
Just wanted to score, mate. Just get the goal out the way and score and just get through to the next round. That's it, really.
Great stuff. Brian Howard is the man of the match tonight. Luke, if you could do the honours for us, please.
You're the man.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Cheers.
You're the man. And he was the captain who led from the front today. A wonderful goal to get things back all square after Sean MacDonald had put Bournemouth back into the lead in the second half. A wonderful finish from Brian Howard, who left Reading back in the summer. And some long-awaited joy for the Portsmouth fans and for Michael Appleton as well. And we'll discuss in a short while what this might do for Portsmouth's season heading forward. It's been a tough start, but they get their first win of the season for Bournemouth. The wait goes on. Might be an international weekend, but the Football League continues in League One. You can see Coventry against Stevenage this Sunday from 1 p.m. Sky Sports 1 HD. And will Portsmouth be able to build on what they've achieved tonight? They're back in league action against Crawley from 3:15 Sky Sports 1 HD. Lee Bradbury is alongside me. We'll hear from him when we come back on what has been, in the end, a wonderful night for Portsmouth. It was a thrilling match in the Johnstone's Paint Trophy. It all went in the end to who could hold their nerve from the spots, and Portsmouth delivered.
Bravo 1, make sure you have a clear shot.
Copy.
And on my command, take it.
Strike Back Vengeance, 9 p.m. this Sky One Sunday.
Paul's very distant cousin Neil bought him an electric wok as a wedding gift. Neil thinks that's why he gets an MOT for £35. Well, Neil, it's not. Quick Fit, they're not mates rates, they're simply great rates.
Hello, Britain! Hello. Welcome to Enterprise, where not only do we pick you up, that's the driver.
We also give you the UK's biggest selection of vehicles.
Come give Enterprise a try. Just look for the aluminum sign.
It's aluminium.
No, it's not.
It is. It's got a U in it.
Shut up.
Oh, I'm serious.
Enterprise, we'll pick you up.
It must be something psychological.